Welcome back to Mad Genius. I skipped a week because I had COVID, and now I'm still in COVID recovery mode. That shit lasts for a while. I still have like a lot of the symptoms, but I'm testing negative, so I guess I'm COVID free, but I'm like this is my first round of COVID. I've managed to like dodge it through the whole pandemic and the last few years, and it finally got me. Like I thought I was never gonna get it. I thought I was one of those people that was like immune to COVID. Like I got the shots and I got immunized, but I never got any boosters. I was like, fuck this. I don't need boosters. I'm an O blood person. I've been exposed to it a bunch of times and I never got it and I never thought I would get it. And here I am. COVIDed. I got it. And it hit me hard. Like I was having like massive, the pain behind my ears was so bad, and the body aches and the fatigue, and I still don't have my sense of taste back, and I'm still pretty fatigued, but I'm living life and doing my best. And here I am. I'm back with you and podcasting. And even though I have a runny nose and a bunch of other symptoms, which I won't get into because I don't want to gross you out. It's too early on in the podcast to gross you out. Let's give it let's simmer a little bit before I gross you out. No, actually, I won't. I won't gross you out. I will spare you the grossing out part of the COVID. But I'm taking quercetin because I read somewhere that that's supposed to help you get better quicker. And so I'm hoping that actually does something. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I, had to cancel everything and just lay around and attempt to sleep. And my sleep is bad enough as it is, and to try to sleep off COVID was not an easy feat for me. I drank a lot of coconut water. Coconut water, and took a lot of Advil and Tylenol and whatnot. And I mean, it really is a rough condition, and I don't wish it for anyone. And you know who I think I got it from? I think I got it from this date I went on. I went on a first date, a Bumble date, with this very annoying, aggressive guy who he was one of those faux spiritual guys who was he kept calling me his Persian cat, which I was like, ew, ew. The fact that you've given me a pet nickname like that is gross enough as it is. And we were talking about, I was like, yeah, I have epilepsy. And he's like, what meds do you take? And I'm like, what the fuck is it to you? But I told him. And one of them is Klonopin. And he's like, well, that's not for epilepsy. And I'm like, oh, are you a neurologist? He's like, that you shouldn't be on Klonopin. And I'm like, well, that's what my team of doctors put me on. And he's like, oh, a team of doctors put you on that? I'm like, yes, a team of doctors put me on that. And then he felt stupid. And I'm like, what do you know, sir? What do you know about medications and what I should be taking? And he was just so annoying. And he's like, I manifested you, which I was like, ew. And then I've been looking for a job. And he started giving me unsolicited job advice and telling me that I should go see this woman that does resumes he had this whole spiel about it, and I kept trying to change the subject because I was like not interested in what he was trying to sell. And he kept pushing, and he kept pushing, and he kept pushing. And I was like, no. And then I met him at this same Mexican restaurant I meet all my dates at, which is walking distance for me. And every single one of my dates either walks me back or gives me a ride home. Because it's the end of the night, and it's like a 7-minute walk, but you still, like, even if you never want to see me again, you'll give me a walk or a ride back home. It's just the gentlemanly thing to do. And so at the end of the night, I dodged a kiss from him, and he didn't even walk me home. And I was like, okay, cool. I never have to see him again. I mean, like, he's not going to reach out to me again. He doesn't want to see me again either. If he doesn't have the courtesy to walk me home or give me a ride home. And a few days later, he sends me a picture of a pier. A picture of a pier. No contacts, no nothing, no any. And I'm like, ugh. There's no reason for me to respond to you. And of course I didn't. And like, that was that. Let me wash my hands of this annoying ass man. And that was that. But I'm pretty sure he gave me COVID because like 2 days later is when the symptoms showed up. And I just want to blame him because he was annoying. It could have been somebody else, but I think it was him. Oh, and he kissed my shoulder. What an intimate and weird thing to do on a first date when you have established zero intimacy. Like, to kiss somebody's shoulder. Oh, God. Oh, God, a shoulder kiss. You should never kiss somebody's shoulder, especially when you've established no rapport in that way. He was trying so hard to establish intimacy. He also gave me an extended hug, which is another way to, like, try to establish intimacy. You know, when you hug someone for way too long, you're trying to, like, establish intimacy with them. Like, you're trying to say we know each other, we're cool, we're something, we're a pair, we're an item. We're not, sir, with your extended hug. This hug is going on for a little too long, both intro and outro, even though I avoided his kiss. So thank God I won't be seeing him again. But I did go on 2 dates with another guy who was really cool, and I have no complaints about him. He's Israeli, he's a chef. He cooked for me on our second date. And yeah, I have no complaints about him. So there's nothing to say about him. other than he was cool. Yeah. There's never anything to say about somebody that's good, you know? Other than, okay, it was a good date. Like, I can't complain. I can't make fun of him. I can't, I can just say, yeah, it was a good date. We'll see where it goes. I made plans with another guy to go on another date, but he was like, do you like house music? And I'm like, not particularly. But I'm like, from time to time. He's like, oh, great, because I love going to, like, raves. I don't think he said raves, but he said, like, those big parties, something like raves. And I was like, oh, my God, he wants to drag me to, like, festivals. There we go. I'm like, ew. Imagine me at a festival. Like, I am so not the person to take to a festival. Like, I'm not a festival type. I've gone in my youth and I've gotten it out of my system. Like, it's something that I've been able to check off a box. The festival, I've checked the festivals off the box, and now I can say that I'm good. No need to go. Like, the last time I went to, no, I shouldn't even talk about it on this podcast. Let's just say there were a lot of drugs involved, and there was a lot of huddling involved. And I don't need to do that again. I'm past that. I'm too old to huddle and do drugs at a festival. So I think I'm going to have to cancel this upcoming date. And that's been my dating life. I also went to a dog party over the weekend, which was very cute. It was a bunch of dogs dressed up because Halloween is coming up. So there was a bunch of dogs dressed up in Halloween costumes. It was my friend took me. And so we were like a lesbian couple. And there was like all these opportunities to take pictures with dogs and hay and shit, and people really went all out with their dog costumes. Like, there was a dog that was like riding a Cadillac and dressed like Mata Hari, and it was pretty amazing. And I was impressed, is all I have to say. I wish I could have taken my cat and put her in one of her many costumes, but, I don't think it would have worked out. What else did I want to talk about today? Oh, God. Oh, the COVID aftermath. The thing is with this illness, it's like I'm better, but I'm not. Like, I worked out for the first time today, and I barely worked out. Like, I did a very mild workout, and I was like huffing and puffing and just struggling. And I don't know, I don't know how people do it, like how people get it multiple times, and I just don't know. COVID is a terrible thing, and I'm glad I've been avoiding it all these years, and I hope I never have to get it again. Like, I hope I get the kind of immunity to where I never get it again. Because it's terrible. I still don't have my sense of taste. I miss food. Like, I miss enjoying food. And I've lost some weight, which is great, of course. Who doesn't love Like, it's like, for all of the terrible things that happened during COVID, to me, at least I've lost some weight. Like, that's always a plus. Like, you never want to not lose weight. So, thank you for that. I was looking for some stories to talk about. I was listening to the Taylor Swift album, the new Taylor Swift album, and it's good. It's good. There's not much more I can say about it. It's a good Taylor Swift album. The wood thing, like, I think that's like where she's talking about Travis Kelce's dick. Okay. I guess that's the most controversial song on the album. Good for you, talking about his dick. I guess he has a good dick. You know what? If you're gonna marry him, you're gonna want him to have a good dick. So that's good. On to another topic. The Israeli hostages have finally been released. That's very wonderful news. That means that there is going to be a ceasefire in Gaza too. So, there is now a ceasefire in Gaza. But more importantly, these 20 remaining hostages who are still alive, they've been released back to their families. It's only men who they kept alive. They killed all the women. They haven't released all the bodies, but these men were released back to their families, and it's a beautiful thing. And after 2 years, it's really wonderful. And I can't even imagine how they were tortured the past 2 years, but it's just really, the videos were so beautiful to see them be reunited with their families. And love him or hate him, you got to thank Trump for this, because he facilitated it. So thank you, Trump. Thank you, Trump, for bringing peace to the Middle East, because Biden couldn't do it. What else did I want to talk about? There was a Taco Bell ultra marathon. So there was a marathon where you had to stop and get Taco Bell 10 times during the marathon. And it's like there's like a list of things. Like, you had to get a gordita, you had to get a taco, you had to get a cheesy Mexi Melt. And I think it's a cute little gimmick. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would run for that border. I would definitely participate in that. If I eat meat, I don't eat meat. But if I were into meat, I think that would be a really fun marathon to run. Because you're not depriving yourself of anything. You're eating junk food, but it's not that junky. I mean, Taco Bell is delicious. So, whoever came up with that, I think is a genius. Anyway, I think that's all my COVID body has for you for this week. So, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this week's episode, tell a friend. Leave me a review. Leave some stars. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.